Normally, situations like this demand for different options. So you can hear all sorts of proposals. But when when you're talking about the sector of pension or retirement benefits, it's quite a specific area of social security. So the thinking is that the current situation can be addressed by drawing down a few resources and then be paid out to members because it's part of social security. But the answer, or the quick answer to that, is no. And the reason is that from the onset, these monies were specific for a particular purpose, and that is for retirement, not for any eventualities that would happen along the way. Besides, that kind of situation was not envisaged at that point in time. But being sympathetic or feeling empathy for the situation, yes, it can happen. Now, when you look at the current market today and the structure, the way it was developed, members contribute only 5%, and their employers add on to that by 10%. So the question would be, don't you think it's the right time to think of redefining our saving culture? Probably. Don't you think we can even increase on the 5%, which is mandatory, and probably save an additional percentage that you can dictate as an individual to do all sorts of things? As far as the regulators are concerned, those funds are already preserved for a particular purpose. Now, when you look at, say, if a policy has been passed, you are talking of around 20%, which is quite a very high figure. The portfolio today, which is almost 15 trillion, of that NSSF has around 13 trillion, and the other occupational schemes having around 2 trillion. 75% of that largely is invested in government securities, and around 15 or 14% is in equities. So the remainder is in things like unquoted equities, or things like buildings, or unmovable property. So the amount remaining is quite very small. So when you look at the quick liquidity item that you can liquidate, that not even liquidate, the cash, our regulations provide that you can hold not more than 5% in cash asset. Now, all the schemes you have in this market, they are holding not more than 2%. Not more than 2%. So if there is a demand of 10% or even 20%, it means you need to liquidate or draw down some of the assets. And I've already told you where these assets are.